to Network 99, a place, your place, the place for artistic exploration, creative expression, abstract thought, and occasionally some tinkering, some crafting. On today's show, we have a 25-minute landscape drawing in the sketchbook with markers. It's consisting of about 5 chunks of 5 minutes each, compressed into just under 7 minutes or so from start to finish. And what I want to talk about today, as you watch the drawing go along here, has to do with a big challenge whenever you're making these sketches, or anything else for that matter, which is following through on the choices that we're making as we go along, and sort of overcoming the perceived or real challenges that these choices present. And in the case of today's drawing, as you're seeing now what's happening, it's sort of a sunset, sunrise over some ridges situation. And it started out, as most of these drawings do, very intuitively, as in the first mark that I made across the page, that really defining sort of wiggly diagonal line that you can see sort of adjacent to where I'm going with the color right now. That was the first intuitive line and the first mark making I did. And after that, I sort of resigned myself to working with that as maybe the right side of a hill or a ridge or something. And that's what I went with. And as you saw in the very, very beginning, once I made that other little mark to the right, the other little hilltop sort of situation, and proceeded to fill in with yellow, I committed to that being the horizon line down there. I mean, I could have gone in and done something farther back in that sort of area, but once the yellow came down, it was on for that as the theme. And thus, what started to happen to me was I was thinking about value much of the time as I went along, and constantly worrying about light relative to dark. And sort of I got stuck in this mode, and I wanted to sort of talk about what we can do when we're making these sketches in order to bridge that gap, so to speak, or get over the hump. And right now you're seeing one of the choices, which is to push through and to keep going and to do something maybe a little bit brave or unexpected. In the case of this drawing, I was getting a little bit bored, maybe is the best way to look at it. And I looked at the picture and I thought, maybe those first intuitive marks I made, I didn't really pay it close enough attention to where my subconscious was trying to take me, and thus I got fixated and bogged down. And so again, you've got, as I see it, essentially 3 choices in these situations. 1, it's okay. It's perfectly okay to just stop drawing. You don't have to go any farther. Turn the page of the sketchbook. That's okay. That's one choice. Maybe you could stop and come back, take a break, clear your mind of the drawing. That's also a great choice. And choice 3, just keep going. Don't think about it. Just keep going. In the case of the drawing here, I decided to make a tree. I planted a tree right in the foreground and took my mind off of all of the busy work in the background that had kind of bogged me down. And that seemed to resolve things. I felt like once I could block it in a little bit darker, since it felt like it was in silhouette, then it was about done, as you're seeing here. Well, thanks again for stopping by. Really appreciate your support. We'll see you in the next one. Be kind, be creative, bring the joy.